The market does not care about your insecurities. You're bidding against people in countries that have a 10x cheaper cost of living. It's not about the money, it's actually more about respect. They see you as an investment, not an expense. Stop apologizing for your expertise. They listen to your advice, they implement your suggestions. It rewards value creators and ignores time traders. But in reality, they're just employees without the benefits. Now it's your time to get to work. Today I'm going to talk to you about why most people are staying broke while selling automation, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you can not be that person, how you can actually make money, start charging up to $15,000 per project. They think they're running a business, but in reality they're just employees without the benefits. This whole system is designed to keep you competing on prices instead of value. This keeps you selling on Upwork and Fiverr, where clients expect $5 an hour rates. You're bidding against people in countries that have a 10x cheaper cost of living. And you're trading your time for pennies while your clients, to be honest, most of them are making millions. So here's the reality. You're building AI systems that save companies hundreds of thousands of dollars, automate entire departments, and generate massive ROI. Yet you're getting paid the same as someone flipping the burgers. The math simply doesn't add up, and neither does your bank account. This is the same mistake I made as well. I was charging hourly for building infrastructures that made my clients hundreds of thousands of dollars, while I was only getting paid $200 to $300 max from each project. But there were three key mindset shifts that helped me charge $15K for these AI infrastructures. Number one was stop thinking hourly and start thinking about outcomes. So your client doesn't give a crap if it takes you 5 hours or 50 hours. They care about the results. And I will actually say this straight up to a lot of them on calls. You don't care how the tech works, the systems, the processes, you just want to see the result. The second mindset shift that I made here was stop being a doer and start being a strategist. This is completely backwards to what most people think, but let's be real, anyone can build this. The third mindset shift that I made was stop selling custom work and to start selling productized solutions. The custom work is a prison, let's be real here. The productized solutions are freedom. You can turn this into a SaaS, have it as a productized offer where you can get other people to fulfill for you, or they can just click a button and they get that product. Now here's a pricing framework that I love to use, and my students use it as well. And the basic rule is if you're going to get 20K in value, you can charge 4K. Why? There's a reason, okay? There's a logical reason here. So if your client's monthly gain is $20,000, you can charge 20% of that. So your client's ROI is a 5x return. That is a no-brainer, and your positioning then becomes indispensable. It's, again, a no-brainer. But here's what most people miss. It's not just about the math, it's about becoming someone who can create that value in the first place. So you can't charge premium prices for basic crappy solutions that they can find for free somewhere else online. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of premium positioning to be able to charge this much for these infrastructures. Pillar 1 is niche domination. So stop trying to be everything to everyone. Pick one industry and become the undisputed king of AI solutions in that space. When you're the go-to expert for real estate automations or e-commerce AI systems, you can charge whatever you want because there's no competition. There's no one else doing it better than you. So if you have deep industry knowledge, you can actually charge a premium because of your positioning. If you speak their language, you know their pain points, you speak that lingo, you can again charge more. So you want to build case studies that prospects can't ignore. For example, the real estate AI guy versus the generic automation expert. If you're that real estate AI guy, you can take over that industry and dominate. For example, let's talk about systems for info businesses. This is pretty broad. You're selling systems to anyone that sells information. That could be a coach, course seller, consultant. That is a pretty broad niche, but it's still niche down enough to the point where you can take over that industry and dominate it. Pillar 2 is productized perfection. Custom work is for broke people. I've said it. And winners create systems that they can replicate across multiple clients with minor tweaks. So the same foundation, different implementations, but massive profit margins, and that's what you want. So you build once, you sell many times. You create templates, frameworks, repeatable processes, and you document in SOP everything to help your team scale and make that fulfillment very easy. For example, something you can create is a real estate lead gen system, not just a custom lead solution. You can target that market, charge more, and get in there easier. Pillar 3 is value first pricing. So never quote hours again. again, ever. Many of my students have done this in the past, and I just was on a call with one yesterday, and he's making over 10K a month, but he wants to scale to 20 to 30K. The only way to do that is have set prices, not charge hourly. It could take him 2 hours, he still needs to charge 5K. It could take him 10 hours, he still needs to charge 5K. But he can outsource that work and actually productize it, get the work done faster, easier, and have someone else scale that for him while his income just goes up. He does the selling, that's it. So something to think about when you're switching from hourly to just project-based pricing is your conversations should start with what's this worth to your business, not how many hours will this take me to fulfill. So price based on that transformation that you can create, not the time you spend. So if you want to calculate a client's potential ROI before you even quote, like find out how much they're making, be straight up, ask them, how many orders do you get? How many customers do you have? How were the last 3 months? You can actually be really upfront and honest. Some people will be reserved, but more often or not, they'll actually be straight up because sometimes they'll be boasting, they'll be cocky about how much money they're making. And that gives you a great idea on what you can charge. From there, you want to price at about 15 to 25% of the value that you will generate. And you focus on the business outcomes, not the technical features. So make saying yes a no-brainer investment. Pillar 4 is strategic scaling. This is a really important piece. So when you start charging over $10,000 per project, you need to stop being the person who builds and start being the person who orchestrates and actually manages this business. So you got to hire specialists for delivery while you focus on strategies, sales, and client relationships. Really important. Your time becomes consultation and strategy. Build a team of technical specialists and run multiple high-value projects simultaneously. You need to position yourself as an architect, not the construction worker. And the bottom line is, with all of this, you already have everything you need to command premium prices. The skills, the knowledge, the ability to charge massive prices. But what you do lack and what you don't currently have is the ability to charge what you're worth. And the courage. Because here's what nobody tells you about premium pricing. It's not about the money, it's actually more about respect. When you charge $15,000 for a project, the client treats you differently. They listen to your advice, they implement your suggestions. They see you as an investment, not an expense. But when you charge $200 for the project, you're entirely disposable. You're replaceable, you're a commodity. So here's my challenge to you. Stop playing small. Stop apologizing for your expertise. Stop accepting the scraps when you deserve the whole meal. The market does not care about your insecurities. It rewards value creators and ignores time traders. The choice is simply yours. You can watch this video, go back, bidding on your $5 an hour jobs, or you can implement this framework and start commanding the respect and the money that you deserve. The world needs what you're capable of building, but it won't pay you premium pricing until you start acting like you are the premium solution. Make sure you subscribe for more actionable information on AI automations and technology and growing your business in this industry. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care.